Hello. All right, so this is going to be the card that is going to be in the front, the fish. It has already come out, so maybe it's a continuation of that message. I'm just going to jump right into it and see what comes out. Okay. Um, all right. There's another card that fell down. I'll show it in the other reading. I'll do another one for the other one. Alrighty. So we're going to start with the King of Earth and the Council. I think it's to show it represents a very stern energy. When I say stern, I mean like very grounded. As the King of Earth anyway, very grounded, very just. And when with the clarified by the Council card, I'm kind of seeing that this is going to be someone that they're very grounded. They might not show. This is the energy of someone that may not show how they feel, but they feel deeply. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going, but I'm not sure if this. I don't think this is you. I don't take it as such. Because of the Council card and the emotions in the Council card, I'm really seeing it as an energy that surrounds you from someone that is very grounded, very stern, but loves deeply. Okay, even though they don't show it all the time. It doesn't. I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily somebody that's still here. Again, because a lot of the time I think of energies around you. So it could be it's an energy that is around you. Okay. And because of the Council, I think it's an energy that is giving you advice as well. A grounded energy, whatever it is, whoever it is. Okay. Because I think now the next two cards is the Seven of Water and the Upper World. I feel like now you have options. You have options that are going to come in life, and you have options, and you're just look at the expression on her face. You're just like you have this smile on your face, and you're just wondering now. You're how. What are you going to choose? You're graceful. You have your little wings, clarified by the upper world, with wings as well. So I think this is you, and this is you having all these options because all these doors have opened for you now, or are opening to you now, either or. All right, and I think this is you where you are at now, with options showing up, you being in your graceful, upgraded, grateful, upgraded state, and now you're gonna have options, and you're gonna have to decide what you want to do and where you want to take your life from now on. Okay, there's quite a bit of water in this spread, which is ironic because this is the fish card, so maybe it has a link to that. Yeah, then the next two cards are the Page of Water and the Rattle. Yeah, I'm just looking at the other cards just real quick to make sure I'm not bypassing anything. And even on the Council card and the King of Earth card, look how they both have the horns, like the antlers on top of their head. You see this one has the antlers as well. So this represents the same energy, the same grounded energy, whatever it represents for you in your path, on your path. Okay, and then it's beautiful because there is really something with these two cards. Oh, that are always so. First of all, it's funny because they always come up in the readings. There is a few cards that haven't shown up yet, but there's some cards that I have never seen in this deck because it's always a lot of the times it's the same ones that come out. And when I shuffle, I just shuffle like whatever card wants to fall down. So it's an open bar, like whatever cards want to fall down will fall down. And it's funny because it's we have a different card at the end here, but otherwise all the other cards we've seen before. Anyway, so we have the Page of Water and the Rattle. I think something is being called in. I'm just trying to see if you're calling it in or if it's being called towards you or if you're being pulled towards it. It's something of that nature because of the rattle. For me, the rattle is always that calling. So is it this Page of Water that is being called to you, or you that is being drawn and called towards that Page of Water? And when I'm looking at the Page of Water, I'm seeing it as a, not necessarily a page as in, you know, or even like in here, a child. I'm seeing it more as a something in, because you see how he has a fishtail. It almost makes me feel like something in disguise. Not in a bad way at all. It's just something in disguise. Like something is coming up one way, and it's and you're not seeing it coming, kinda. You know what I mean? You're not seeing it coming. Or what you're seeing is not what it actually is. It's like you're seeing something and it's something different. You know what I mean? But not in a bad way. I really don't see it in a bad way. It's something that is being drawn to you, or you are being drawn to it. Okay? It's something that you don't see clearly for now. I think I'm gonna simplify it like that. It's something that you don't see clearly for now. So you're here wondering what you can choose, but really there's this Page of Water that's gonna come here. This energy, this new energy that is gonna come in your life, and it's gonna be also a part of your life. You know what I mean? It's an incoming energy. It's with the waves in the back, it almost looks like it's appearing out of, like, you know, the water, just there's a wave and then that's it, it appears, you know. But you're seeing this, and under it is this. It's not what you think. It's almost like if you were, it's kind of taking me like if you were on a desert island almost, and you're seeing this and you're thinking salvations because of this, but in reality you're getting food. You know, it's something like that. Like it's something positive still under it. It's something that you're still looking for. Or looking for. It's still that is something that is still going to be accomplished for you. You know what I mean? Like that you're going to feel comfortable with. But you're not seeing it clearly right now. Next we have the Two of Fire and the Sweat Lodge. Yeah. Because you've been through this hard phase in that Sweat Lodge. It's kind of like a steam room. You've been in this Sweat Lodge for a while, and now you're coming out of it, and you're letting magic and destiny just lead your way with that lantern over here. You're just coming in. Look, she looks like she's in a towel, like she's wet, coming out of a towel, and the Sweat Lodge is clarifying this card. It's amazing. You're just coming out of that rough patch, whatever it was, and you're just following your instincts almost, you know, going forward, following the light and letting magic guide you in the meantime. And I think this is the right way to go. And then we have the Love card and the Lower World. Because I think you've had some realizations about some things that have happened in your life that had to do with love, romantic love, family love, friendship love. whatever world, whatever love it is, and you've realized you've been you you've been deceived a little bit. You've realized that you've been deceived a little bit. You've been this is what happened in the sweat lodge. This is the purge that you had to do in there. You had to realize something about loving relationships that were not what they that were deceitful. That's what I'm getting with the lower world. You see how she's like seeking comfort by that lion in like this pose that's like all curved back in, seeking comfort, because I think you've been deceived a few times recently, this year or whatever, in 2019, maybe even before, and now you're coming out of it even stronger. You've grown out of it, like you've grown from it, and it's tempered down maybe for some. Maybe you're in the midst of it at the moment for some as well, but it's a matter of being able to keep the strength even though you've been deceived by people you thought that loved you, and in the end it was just not what you were giving into it, if that makes sense. You were giving love and they weren't, that's not what they were giving in return. Okay. Maybe you've seeked comfort towards animals, or towards more like you know you've seek comfort somewhere else that was safe, but it's still making you coming out of it tired and sweaty and exhausted. It's like you did ayahuasca and you realize some stuff and you're just like purging, and now you're coming out of it, and it's like, okay, sweetie, now you're done. It was a rough lesson, but you had to do it. I had to watch you while you were going through that, but I love you, and now you're able to keep going on your path. It was a lesson you had to go through, and it was a lesson you had to learn. It hurts me more than it hurts you, darling. No, but you know what I'm saying. And then you have the Two of Water and the Curse. I'm still getting the message from this card, with the Two of Water and the Curse, that you still feel like you need to be in a pair to function, that you need somebody else in your life in order to feel complete. You need the yin to your yang. You need the whoever, you need you need somebody else in your life to make you feel whole again. And I think this is the curse that you have to break. You need to understand that you're great. It doesn't mean that you're never going to find somebody. It just means that you need to be okay by yourself, to keep going through life by yourself, and to be it's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you independent, and when you find somebody, you guys will combine forces. It won't be a matter of bringing each other back up, like holding each other, in order to succeed, like bringing each other back up. It will be about partnering up. So you will be able to do great things. And your curse might be a family curse, or just I've realized a lot of people have this. It's the fact of not being, the fact of feeling that you need somebody in your life to feel whole. You don't need anybody else in your life, really. You will get probably somebody at some point, but you need to feel comfortable by yourself. You need to love yourself first. You need to be stable, you know. I've been by myself for what, 7 years now? I've been by myself for 7 years, and I still get sometimes the feeling that I'd be better with somebody else, because just because it feels alone sometimes. But in reality, I was able to build myself in 7 years. Now I have my I have I have a strong back now. You know what I mean? I have a strong back. I'm I'm independent financially, um, even in emotionally and everything like that. And it's something that needs to be broken. The fact of feeling that you need somebody in your life, otherwise you won't be able to feel whole. It doesn't mean that it won't come. It just means that you need to be at peace with yourself, by yourself. Okay? That's what I'm getting from this message. That's funny. That went by really quick. I think it's the first time I do one that's this short. But it's just I think you went through something that was watched over by somebody or by an energy that was very it's almost like he was on top of the thing of the gladiator stadium, like Coliseum or whatever. He's looking and he's seeing his son, or he's seeing somebody that he really loves. Going to hold these two cards. Somebody that he really loves get beaten, but his son or the person that he loves that is being the gladiator or whatever has been wanting to do that or had something to learn, and doesn't have it. He's watching it too because he supports. He's here for support, and he knows he will succeed. But he's watching, and he still has that look in his eyes, like, oh man, I wish I could stop this, and I wish you didn't have to go through this, but I'm sorry you do. You do, because it's going to make you grow. You know what I mean? But it's done in a really loving way. And I think it has a link with whatever happened in that sweat lodge that made you so tired and seeking comfort because you were deceived by some people. But in the end, it's all a matter of not feeling it like you need somebody in your life to function, because you have choices. You have choices. You're observing these choices, but something is going to be. You're observing these choices, but something is going to be. You're going to be drawn to something in particular. I forgot which reading it was. I forgot which card. I need to look again. Maybe it was the fish one again. There was a card about the intuition, and this card came out, and it showed that you would be drawn to the one. Something is going to come up, and you will know which path to take. And I think this is what this combination represents. You will know. You're going to be guided to it. You have choices. You can make a decision as far as what you would rather want, because you have several. What would be better for now, whatever in your life right now. But something is going to be drawn to you. Something that you don't see clearly. It's like something is going to come one way, and in the end it ends up being something else. Like maybe like I don't know. I don't want to lead on because I don't know exactly what it's talking about, but it's a friend that can turn into a colleague, or a colleague that can turn into something else, or like that. It's like it has that feeling that it's going to come to you one way, and it's going to turn out to be something else that's good, that's going to be abundant and lucrative. Because the fishtail under it still looks like a hardy fishtail. you know, like a nice fish under there, you know. And I can tell you that if you're somebody that doesn't want kids, you'll be happy to see that there is this fish under there. You'd rather have the fish than the kid. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. It's something that's still gonna be good, and that you're gonna feel drawn to. That it's going to be drawn to you. It's just really wondering what all this thing is. I've been getting this message for a couple of readings now, and it's just it makes me so impatient for some reason, you know. Anyway, so that's your reading, guys. Remember, stay true to yourself, love yourself, live your life. You know, if something happens and you need a separation, whatever it is, if you've been deceived, it's okay, you know, Titi. It's okay, you know. You've loved, and you've been deceived a little bit, but it's okay. If you I've learned this too, you know, if you need to, if for example you've lost friends and you don't have anybody to go out, for example to see a concert or something, go to the concert by yourself. You don't need somebody else. If you've recently broken up with somebody, or you know, it's okay. Stay by yourself for a little bit. Find yourself again. Okay? Don't follow that curse that you feel like you're not enough by yourself. Okay? Alrighty, guys. I guess she's taking over from here. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.